right?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Wine Down Wednesday with Keisha. Today's wine is Cali Red by 19. What is it? Wait, I gotta get it together. 19 Crimes, and I'm drinking Cali Red. This particular wine is very smooth. I've drank this brand before. I'm always drinking different versions of this 19 Crimes. Today is the Cali Red. I think the Cali Red is the best. It goes with lamb, one of my favorites, beef, and hard cheeses. You can purchase this at Total Wine, of course, and anywhere you go that has a really good wine selection, you can pick up 19 Crimes there. This wine is by Snoop Dogg, and it is very, very good. It has a very smooth taste, and this is a red blend. This red blend is very easy on the palate. It's something that it's a sipper, guys. It's really, really good.
Is it a Pinot Noir?
No, it's a blend. It's a California blend.
Okay. Show the bottle. I like to see what the bottle looks like.
So the bottle, I have it up in the corner, but for you guys who can't see the bottle, this is the bottle.
Got Snoop Dogg on the bottle.
And it has Snoop Dogg on the bottle. And guys,
but that's not the bottle in the corner.
That's not the bottle in the corner. I clicked on the wrong picture.
I can't. I'm looking at this on my cell phone. I see a bottle now in the corner.
Yeah, the bottle in the corner is a little white man. Some white man on the corner. It's Snoop Dogg.
Oh, well, it is 19 Crimes, y'all. It only has Snoop Dogg on it. Kevin's is very controversial, as y'all know. He always starting shit.
He ain't on there. You got the wrong one. They ain't controversial.
He always starting some kind of shit on here about something.
It ain't controversial.
Well, whatever.
Do this topic.
So today's topic is, guys, we're talking about emotional labor. But before we get into the topic, as you see, we have a new person on our panel, and I want to give him the opportunity to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what he does, because he's just not some black man sitting on here just wasting time.
Well, I really appreciate that introduction, and it's definitely a pleasure to be on your panel. I'm from New Orleans. Grew up in this city, this great city. Started a business here some 37 years ago. And I have the pleasure of representing Toshiba, a major international company here in New Orleans. I'm their dealer, and I sell their copiers to a number of different companies, and we maintain them, me and my staff. Just totally community involved. I like to be involved with anything that's going to help uplift my community and my people. And certainly just a pleasure to be here.
And thank you for being here, because new perspectives are always welcome here on this panel. And I'm always looking for new perspectives. So anyone that wants to join this podcast, we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And you guys know we talk about just about any and everything. And as I said before, the topic that we're going to be dropping in y'all's lap tonight is emotional labor. Do men really show up, or do they know how? Are they showing up for us? So I'm going to give these two gentlemen a chance to talk about that. But first, I just want to give you guys the definition of what emotional labor is.
For the men out there, because the men don't know what the hell that is.
So emotional labor in relationships refers to the often unspoken effort needed to manage emotions, both your own and your partner's, to maintain relationships, harmony, and satisfaction within a relationship. This can include things like conversations to resolve conflicts, supporting your partner during difficult times, and navigating relationship dynamics with family and friends. So examples of that is this involves being mindful of your partner. We talk about a lot of mindfulness on this show when it comes to being in relationships. Learning and know how to have those difficult conversations with your partner and managing conflict, knowing how to manage conflict, supporting your partner's emotional needs, which I find that very hard for most men to do, to support our emotional needs, because sometimes we are all over the place, and that means listening to our concerns and validating our feelings, because and that's just not for women, it's for men. Everyone wants to be heard, right? Everyone wants to feel as though someone is actually listening to them.
Men don't care. I give two fucks, but go ahead, finish.
Whatever. Managing relationships with family and friends. So, we have family members, we have different family dynamics that happen, and sometimes it's very hard with our children to kind of manage emotions, because sometimes our children can make us want to literally kill their asses sometimes. But we have to refrain from that, because if we did something like that, of course, we would have a lot of people in jail right now. So my question is, how well do you think you guys are aware of your emotional labor in relationships, partnerships, friendships, with your family, friends, with the dynamics in your lives?
You want to take that one first, or?
Well, I'll go first at it. Let me see. For starters, men are very easy. We don't really, we not worried about it. That's more of a woman's thing. Y'all all over the place. Y'all care about, well, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about something. That gonna be it. I'm gonna leave it alone. So women need to understand that that's your baggage. I'm sorry. That's your baggage. That's your complaints. That's your thing. I understand what you gotta say, but I can't solve your craziness. I can't.
Well, Kevin, what do you consider craziness? That's what I want to know.
All of y'all. Everything y'all do is crazy. But hey, we love y'all. We here for y'all. I will sit and listen.
Yes.
But sometimes it's just like, why you care? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, why you care about that? Like, baby, why you care? Like, y'all care about some of the weirdest stuff. Like, why you care? Men don't care about everything. Women care about everything. Why is that? Answer that. Why y'all care about everything? Answer that for me. Why y'all care about every topic? Why?
Well, we actually don't care about
No,
everything.
y'all do. Y'all
We
care
actually
about
don't care about everything. I care about my bag and my children and my family and the dynamics that affect my lifestyle. So I don't care about everything. I care about what affects me as a whole, as a person. And if you're doing shit to affect me in a negative way, then of course I'm supposed to care. If we're in a relationship together, I'm supposed to come. I think you're more stricken with the female's approach and confrontation behind whatever you're doing or not meeting their needs.
It cannot be me at all. It could be just something out in the world. Like, y'all really care about the smallest, the craziest thing. Y'all really do. Like, you can say, oh, fix my bag, but like, really, it's like certain things y'all just shouldn't, like, why care about that? If it's not affecting your bag and not affecting you personally, why you care? Like, it's a hey. Maybe I'm the wrong one for this, because I'm sorry. It's just sometimes y'all care too much.
Well, let me ask this: do you think you were ever taught properly how to manage your emotions and how to show emotions towards
my
a
emotion
female?
Is this my emotion. That's my emotion. Unless it's really affecting me real bad, I'm not gonna bother you about it. I'm not gonna bring it up. It's not a problem. It's just there. I'll fix it if I can fix it. If I can't fix it, then I'm fine with it. But sir, how you feel about that? Cause
Well, I mean, you said something that was real positive, and that's listening. Certainly, in my life, you know, because I'm happy if my woman's happy, right?
Right.
So I'm listening, you know. I'm trying to figure out exactly what she's looking for, and if I can answer that, okay. And most of the time, that's what she's looking for me to answer a particular problem. You know, I get up and I do it. You know, I don't need no fanfare about it. She'll recognize that it's done. You know what I mean? And she sees that I'm responsible, and that's the biggest thing. As a man, we got to show that we're responsible, that we're capable, and more than anything, I try to treat people like I want them to treat me. Now, uh, I don't always get the reciprocal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I always give the effort to respect somebody's opinion. If you want to go do it this way, well, you know, let's see how that works for you. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to follow what I say by the letter. And I'm not looking
Right.
for somebody to be like a little robot. I go left, you know, and everybody go. I want somebody that can actually contribute to what I'm doing. And sometimes I meet people that are different than that. They're looking for what they could get more than what they could contribute. But if I am contributing to you, I expect you to do the same for what I'm doing. It's reciprocal.
Yeah, it is, and it's all a part of being mindful of your partner, because that's a good part of being emotional and intact with one another. And I think last week when we were talking about what makes a good man and why do we deserve that man, and we were talking about why shouldn't you have the expectation of a man doing certain things for you, and it's all about
Like
being
what? Like what?
you know, like being a man in a relationship. Like,
No, it's supposed to do what for? No, do what for them? Like what's
the
being a
expectation,
man?
if a man is running a household, there are certain things that I expect a man to do. If I'm hanging out and I'm giving you conversation, like it's only a gentleman will buy, or offer to buy you a drink or something like that. That's not my expectations. But as a man, and you're sitting down having a conversation with me, and we're having friendly conversation, or if we're on a date, it's not the expectation. It's something that you should be doing as a man. You should be
buying all your drinks.
It's not just about the drinks, Kevin. It's
What,
about just
I'm
being
saying, what do you expect from your
taking care of
man?
things. If I'm going out with a man, if I have a guy in my life, and my mama, my grandmother, they used to always tell me, if you're gonna do bad, you could do bad by yourself. So that's the thing. And just like he said earlier, you want somebody that's gonna contribute something equally to the relationship. So
what your equal at? You keep saying with the man, what you got with the man,
so
man?
The equal is not all about the man. It's about what can we bring in as a partnership. If I'm seeing you and you're seeing me, say like my roof has a hole in it and it's leaking. You laying in the bed with me while the raindrops falling on our head, and you know that I don't have enough money or to get the roof fixed. If you're laying your head on the leaky roof and you just because it's not your home doesn't mean that you're not supposed to make sure that I have safety, that my living conditions are.
So what are you doing for the man though? All you're saying is what the man. What are you doing for the man though? What are you doing for the man? What's my reciprocal?
If we're in a partnership together, is we have emotional ties.
What's my reciprocal? If I gotta fix your roof, what's my reciprocal?
Every person is different. I can't say what your reciprocal is versus what his reciprocal is.
If I gotta
can't
fix your
tell you what your reciprocal is versus someone else's reciprocal.
If I gotta fix your roof, what are you fixing for? What are you doing for me?
So you telling me that you want a transactional relationship? If you fix my roof, you want sex for it? No. What is it what's your expectation of a woman if you're doing all that?
I'm asking you. You said that for the man got the man got a man. So what are you doing for the man? I'm asking you a simple question. If I gotta fix your roof, what are you doing for the man? I could get sex from anybody. Sex is outside right now. What are you doing for me? That's not sex then.
What am I doing for you? So we having a transactional? What kind of relationship we having? We having a transactional relationship?
But you just said the man got to fix your
together. I think I made myself
hold on.
perfectly clear when I
Keisha,
said, if
you
you're coming
said.
to my house,
Go ahead, get it out.
if
Go
you're
ahead.
coming to my house, you're in
Your house.
we're playing house together.
No,
and
it's
you're
your
laying
house.
in the bed with me.
Okay.
You're laying in the bed with me. Okay,
Mhm.
and it's raining on our head, and you mean to tell me as a man you can't get the roof fixed or fix things around the house and things like that? Because the way I grew up, men were supposed to take the
I'm
garbage
not
out.
saying I can't.
This is what I saw.
My question was,
grandfather,
what
my
are you
dad
doing for the
took garbage
man?
out.
And you
They
still can't
took
answer
the-
that question. That's interesting right there.
That I never answered the question.
Yes.
I can't
What are you
answer
doing
your
for the
question
man?
because I can't because first of all, I'm smart enough not to put myself and set myself up for controversy. What your expectation is may be different from what his expectation is. So I can't tell you what my expectation is. I'm telling you what I expect a man to do. Now, what your expectations of a woman is, I don't know what that is. I mean, I can't fulfill your manly needs because you already talking about you not gonna fix my roof. You just gonna come in here, eat my food. You gonna drain me emotionally, telling me all your problems. I'm rubbing your back, I'm washing your clothes, but it's raining on our head. So you telling me you're not gonna fix our roof to make us comfortable?
Oh, it's our roof now? But it's your house. It's our roof. Oh my God, I love you.
All I could draw is some life experiences because I'm 65 and I done seen pretty much a whole lot at 65. And I've learned at my age, if you're gonna mess with somebody, they need to kind of be on the same. If you making $200,000 a year, they need to be making $200,000 a year. You know what I mean? Because I know women that will call me and say, "Look, I got a plane ticket. We going out of town." I mean, I got situations. Now, when I mess with somebody that's in a lesser position, they may be nice, personality nice, but they got needs.
Yes.
And they looking for me to fill in that gap. Like, my light bill due, my phone bill due, my car note due. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. So there's different levels. So what I try to do
that's real.
is live within the means where I ain't got to be dealing with needy. I care for people, don't get me wrong. But I ain't looking for no liability. I ain't looking for somebody that comes. And a lot of women think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I might be letting the elephant out the bag, but a lot of women think if they gonna bust them legs open for you, you best to be spending some money. They will tell you after, look, you ain't got nothing for me.
I'm laying down the money, so I mean we both.
It don't have nothing. It don't have anything to do with.
But I'm just telling you, I done been there. In 65 years, I done been there. I done seen that. I had a woman told me one time, my mama taught me that if I give them these goodies, they got to be some money coming. I had women telling me that. And these are successful women.
She said it just now. She said my mama, she just said the same thing.
But I don't think the woman has to tell you.
Realize it though.
I shouldn't have. I gotta tell you what you should be doing for me as a man that I don't need your ass in my life.
To be honest with you. So I think to have a mature relationship, right? To really have one, you have to respect that other person's need. If you can't fit that need, you need to step. That's what I do. If I say, "Oh, I can't deal with that," I step. We could be friends. But I don't
have a problem with your ass stepping either.
Exactly.
You know what you can take care of and you know what you can't. Because one thing about it is, and two things for
people
sure.
respect you better they respect you better if you say, "Hey, look, this ain't working out. We doing okay with this. I see somebody in the street, I buy them a drink. If that's what I want to do, and I don't hang out like I used to anyway."
Mm-hmm.
So all of that being said, both of y'all got very valid points, but I just got to stick with what works for me.
All I gotta say is, what's my answer, Keith? You said I get my answer though. I need my answer.
You want to know what are the expectations? I'm talking about if we're in a relationship and we're in a partnership together. Okay.
You keep saying partnership.
I'm saying a
what are you doing for that partnership?
Whatever we doing with each other. Whatever we doing for each other. And I just said that if I'm cooking for you,
I can cook for you too. I can cook.
I don't. That's not the question here. That's not what's on the table. What I just said, what you could do for me, because
But you
that's
keep,
besides the point.
but it went to money. Oh, it goes to money. What I need to get, I need it. But we got bills too. Men got bills. You know we got bills too, right? Bills go both ways. Hello?
So what you saying, that the woman can't help you pay bills? There are women out here that pay bills. I just don't do that.
Yes.
I don't help men pay bills.
So what do you do then? What do you do? What's your reciprocal?
I don't
And
have
don't say cooking. Don't say cooking, because I can cook for my damn self.
I don't have no reciprocal. I'm selfish. I don't give shit.
Okay. Well, thanks for being honest. Thank you for being honest with that. That's a very honest answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very honest answer.
Yeah, I don't have no reciprocal. I don't give shit.
Okay. That's the honest answer. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Thank you. Now we can go on.
So, because I'm not out here trying to put myself on display about what I can give and what I can offer. It's all about when two people are in a relationship with each other and they are equally yoked together, and they have respect for one another, because that's all a part of what a person can give you. You can be respectful.
Yeah. I can be respectful.
Mindful. I can support you emotionally. I can, whatever you need, I can rub your back. Whatever you need, if those are your needs, that's what I'm going to provide. But I'm not here to prove myself to anyone, to put it out there and say, hey, I'm Keisha. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. No, I'm not making no promises to nobody about what I'm going to do, because one thing about it, and two things for sure I can see. People tend to hold you to words. I want to say they hold you to words. So I'm not going to put myself out there in the light to say, well, hey, I'm like this or I'm like that. I ain't giving shit you ain't giving. And that's just the bottom line.
And I'm fine with that. But
whatever you give to me, that's what I'm giving to you. So
you gonna fix my roof too then?
Huh?
You gonna fix my roof too?
I don't have a problem with helping you to fix your roof if I'm coming over there and I'm laying my head, because the thing of it is, if you're a homeowner and I'm a homeowner and we're building something together, that is my roof. I'm investing in you just like you're investing in me.
Okay.
Because at one point in time, if we decide to consolidate together, we gonna either rent one of these homes out, or we gonna sell a house or sell both of the houses and get one together. But I'm not giving shit you ain't giving to me, and that's just the bottom line.
What is today's topic? Because I was confused about the topic. What today's topic is?
Everybody was.
Well, I told your ass to pick a topic.
So what is today's topic?
Today's topic is emotional labor. Do men really show up? Which I see the hell they don't. And if they don't do, they know how. And they don't know how, as I can see right here.
But no, wow. You know how, but your emotions got to be understandable too. You can't have all these crazy emotions and want us to understand every crazy emotion you have, though. Like, understand that part too. Men, very logical. It's just logic, A and B, and that's it. We could kind of deal with it, understand what y'all going through, but at the end of the day, we're just, it makes A and B, and that's it. That's how we are. That's how we function. A and B. Y'all worry about everything else, and we deal with it because we love y'all, but think about it. We really are just A and B people. Get to A and the B. We don't worry about all the detours and all the other mind stuff going on in your head. We don't do that. Now, we'll listen to your conversation, we'll talk to you, but what can we do to help you if your head is all over the place in the first place? What can we do to help you? What can we do for your emotional labor?
Well, the thing is, as I can speak for myself, I can't speak for anybody else. Okay. I don't look for a man to come in and fix me, because that's something, whatever baggage I'm carrying around, that's for me to become healed with that, and it's for me to self-heal. First of all, I want to be healed before I even go into a relationship with someone.
As
So
you
I'm
should
not
be.
looking for anyone to heal me or fix me. And
Then
then
what?
they have a lot of men that go in relationships with women, with broken women, thinking that they can fix that woman. You can't fix somebody. You can't fix nothing that is already broken. You understand? That person is just like a substance abuser or anybody with any type of issues. You have to first self-acknowledge whatever's going on with you in order to fix that situation. I can't expect for someone to fix me. And y'all come into relationships with a lot of emotional baggage as well, just like women do. So the question is, how do y'all show emotions, and were you taught to adequately express your emotions? Because y'all have more emotions and baggage than what women do sometimes, especially if you like Mr. J said, you go out there, he been out here a long time. Women come up to him with the expectation of what you're gonna do for me. So, but the thing of it is what you open and what you invite into your life, and what you invite into your world. Because I don't have those expectations. I don't give a shit what you got. But the thing of it is, if you're gonna be with me and if we can't grow together, I don't care if I'm making $1 million a year and you're making $1 million as well. You think Jay-Z and Beyonce have everything they have because they're talking about, oh, you got this, or I'm not giving you this, or
No,
you
but they
But
find a way
they're
to work together. Sis.
married.
They find a way to work together, and be it married or not, you just got to find that medium where y'all can work as partners together. A lot of people, they get into relationships and they're individualists. They worry more about themselves and what they can get. But it's about, if you got a partner, it's about working with that partner. I agree with that
exactly.
totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's all about what you're like. If you're a broken man, and there have a lot of broken men out here, because y'all go from relationship to relationship to relationship without even healing from the last situation you done been with. If you was in a toxic relationship, you think you all right because you let that person go, or whatever. Because from my understanding, men don't never let women go. It's the woman that actually has to let go of the situation. So
No.
as long as we receive y'all gonna keep coming. Y'all gonna
No,
keep spinning the block for as long as we let
nah.
y'all do it, or y'all always do.
I
I can
let go and
attest to
let
that in
God,
my
baby.
whole
Man, I will
58
dust my
years.
feet if the
I
I
feet
would
let go
don't
and
probably
let
say,
drive.
God.
okay,
No,
so we're gonna say 80% of the men.
Yeah, because
I
I would
know.
let go and let God on a heartbeat, baby. Here,
Yeah, I'm
peace.
telling you.
80% of the men.
Okay, 80. We gonna say
We're
80%
gonna
of the
say
men.
80%. We haven't really done the research
Yeah.
because I can say personally that men and women go through the same ordeals. They do the same things. It's not just men, but it's women too. Everybody do the same thing. And I see she said broke people is a disaster from the jump. Well, not always broke people are disaster from the jump, but they do come with issues. They do come with past traumas, and they bring it into their new relationships. But not all people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Not all. So we're gonna put a percentage on that too. Not sure what that is at this particular moment. So with that being said, you do want to be able to close the doors to an old relationship and heal before you move on, because that stuff does trickle on to your next relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been in so much trauma with your relationships, I suggest you be head up front with that next partner, saying, okay, this is what's going on, and just take it a little bit slow with me, because I've been through so much and I don't want to bring that information or that trauma over to you. But if that person don't know you've been through nothing and you withholding all that information, you literally from the jump is screwing yourself in your relationship. Period.
Yes. And we've done it. I mean, females, I'm not going to even say we both done it. Both sexes, women and women and men have done that. And just as I said last week, we tend to jump in, like some people, as soon as they get out of one relationship, They into another relationship, not dating, but into another relationship. They have sex with the person, they're together. They have sex with it. I mean, you haven't really healed from the last relationship that you were with. The guy is just like a divorced man. I would never date a man that's newly divorced because he's still healing from that marriage. He has a lot of things that he needs to heal from. So at this point, I said maybe the first year, this man in his whole phase, he doing everything that he wasn't doing.
No.
But I think it's because they do that. I think women and men do that basically, Keisha, because what they're doing is they need that reassurance, and they need some of them need to at least get that person off their mind, so they jump into another relationship because they don't know how to heal properly.
Yes.
So they get into another relationship saying, okay, this is going to help me forget about that person, and it's not. It will help you to forget about that person, but the process of your inner world is still screwed up. The process of your inner world has not been healed. The process of your awareness cycle has not been healed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not aware of what's actually going on and taking place at that particular time, there's no way in hell that you're going to heal from it. You have to be aware of, okay, I just had a breakup, a major breakup with a person that I really love or truly love, and whatever the consequences and repercussions that has occurred, and I need to heal from it. If you're not aware of that shit, you're going to go do what you're going to do. You're going to party like a rock star.
Yeah. So what y'all gentlemen got to say, because y'all look confused.
Ain't nobody confused. I'm just saying, still the same situation with me. Still the same thing. Yeah. Still, y'all
you hit on some
y'all
very
giving
valid
back.
points because
I would definitely come and fix your house for you, but what you're giving back to me, like a lot of women don't realize that men need something back too. We'll give, and y'all will take, but y'all won't give nothing back.
That's because you're allowing it. You allowing it in the very beginning.
Yes.
You have to stop in your tracks and say, okay, this is a transactional relationship, period. If you're not upfront with the person saying this is a transactional relationship, I'm going to give, you're going to give, I'm going to take, you're going to take, whatever that is, love, sex, whatever it is, whatever it look like. If you're not being upfront that this relationship is a transactional relationship, then you screwing yourself. You doing that because you're constantly giving, and the person that's always on that receiving end is going to constantly keep receiving. Because you didn't make that clear.
And then we get burned out and get tired, and y'all, oh, he ain't no good.
Like, no,
we just get tired.
You did it to yourself.
But
up front, you have to set your boundaries, bro. Yeah, up front, you have to set your boundaries. Women, up front, you have to set your boundaries.
It's not really about it. As a man, when you're dating somebody, as a man, I'm gonna be there for you, but at the same time, you want some reciprocation back. And a woman should understand, okay.
Oh, they don't know the same, because some of them out here just to get theirs. They don't know the same. They don't know that.
Right.
But you got to realize that in your relationships, what is more important in your relationships? I was asked this question. What is more important in your relationships?
What you mean?
Honesty for me.
Is it? No, it's not.
Yes,
it's about getting what you want.
Okay.
No.
It's about getting what you want. If a person not giving you what you want, what happens? You out the door, right? That's the most important thing of your relationship.
And that's
what you want out of the relationship.
Exactly. And that's the honesty part. We have to be honest about
and what I want could differ from many different things. It might be an intellectual thing.
It don't matter. It's still what you want. What do you want out of your relationship? Right. And you want to get what you want out of your relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
You got a valid point.
I mean, it's simple.
But the thing about it is you have to be aware about what you want. If you're not aware of your internal world, your values, your boundaries, or anything that is important to you, how you gonna know what you want out of a relationship? You die.
No, I mean, you know what you want, but can you give it? I mean,
no, baby. If you telling somebody what you want out of a relationship and that person can't give it to you, it's on to the next one, because that should be established at the beginning part. Your first week of talking.
But the thing is he communicating? Are you communicating what you want from
No.
that relationship.
No,
Because
hell, you know
A
why?
lot of times,
You know why? 'Cause
I
you're
might
so
just be
enthused about how that
observing. I may
person
not
look.
say much about it, but if I don't like what I'm getting, that's when I disappear. I'll get
Yeah,
ghost.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
hints
I'm
of
not
what I
gonna sit
want,
there
but
and say,
I
"Well,
still gonna tell you how to
I
treat a
don't
man.
like how you conduct yourself around people, or the obscenity that you use all the time, or it's just a lot of things,
Those
that
boundaries come into play after, because you when you're first meeting somebody, you're not gonna know all that. They're gonna conduct themselves accordingly, right?
Mhm.
They're gonna
not
conduct
always,
not always,
not
but
always.
if that's the case, you already know that's a warning sign. That's a warning
Yeah,
sign for you. At least it should be.
But
but
why would you continue to engage if you've already seen the person is not wearing a mask? Why would you continue to engage? So the thing is that's a part of the emotional labor, knowing how to communicate your wants and needs to people in a healthy manner. Because nobody is a mind reader. We don't know what you want. Because if you're dating out here and you're seeing another person who's actively dating, so you expect that person to read your mind and know what you want as a man, when this man wants something different, opposite from this man. This man may not care about that behavior. This man may have boundaries set up about, don't ask me for no money, don't ask me for no drinks, don't ask me to do anything, because certain men don't like you asking them for anything. They like to lead and do what they're going to do on their own. But if you don't put that out there, what type of person you are and what your wants and needs are as a person, then how would you expect someone to know that? Because my thing is, I'm going to say what my boundaries are. I'm going to tell you what I want in a relationship. So it's not about it depends on my conversation with that person, where that conversation is going. First of all, if I see a man and he's speaking in slang to me, that New Orleans slang, using ebonics all the time, everything come out of your mouth, the cussing is not a thing. But every other word, you can't form a sentence. You don't know how to write a sentence. That's an issue for me if you can't hold an intellectual conversation with me. So there are certain expectations in my phase of life that I have the expectations of certain men to come with. So you just can't come up to me and buy me.
So can I ask you a question then? Are you gonna sit there and tell that person what you thinking, or are you gonna just observe those type of things inwardly, saying that this ain't gonna work? Because
Well,
that's me.
If I'm
okay,
in a relationship and we're communicating, I'm going to communicate to that person. Perfect example. I dated
Because
this
I ain't trying
guy.
to raise nobody at all. I ain't
So
trying to raise a grown ass person. I'm done.
I dated a guy. We didn't like, I didn't think we were compatible to each other because we were just going in two different directions. And I saw that after a little while, because I'm not here to be your mama. Like you said, I'm not here to raise a grown person. I don't need somebody looking to me for guidance. I want us to grow together as two people together. So if I don't feel like we're compatible, I'm just gonna say I don't think this is work. Like the guy said, so what are we? Are we friends? Are we trying to get to know each other? I said we are friends. And when I say friends, I truly mean friends. Like we could go hang out, we could shoot the breeze or whatever. We could hang out. If I'm hanging out with my girls, you're welcome to come hang out with, because I'm a friendly person. I'm not, I meet no strangers. But as far as anything else, that's it. So I'm going to put a label on that right then and there. I'm not going to lead that person on to make them think that we're going to be more than what it is. So I'm not going to continuously entertain that conversation like I'm trying to have a relationship. We're friends. That's it.
Me personally, I think that it should be said up front. What that does, if a person really and truly like you and really and truly want to be with you, not to change them, it's not about changing anybody, but they'll think about the things that you've said. If you see something that you don't like, that doesn't go align, a part of your alignment or your values or your core values or something like that, they'll think about what you said if they truly like you, and they may switch it up for you. Now, the only downfall to that, should I say, is they become an imposter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you want to avoid. That's something you want to avoid. But I would definitely tell a person, and I wouldn't just look back and not say anything, sit back and not say anything. If I see something that is not appealing to me, I would allow them to do what they're doing. And then, yes, I would tell them, this is something that I can't tolerate, or this is something that you have done that I disliked, and leave that up to them. Now, if you see a change, in a real change, I mean, then you move forward on whatever that is. But if you don't, and they don't give up, I don't know what, I be forgetting what platforms I'm on, a God knows buck, then you move on. Because you don't want to be stagnant in something that's not aligned with you. You don't want to be stagnant in something that's defeating the purpose of your values and your goals, but you're laying your boundaries down in the beginning because it's something that you saw that you disliked, and that boundary needs to be shared. If they don't know your boundaries, they won't know, what you like, dislike, or what you'll tolerate.
Yeah. And the thing is with boundaries also, when you see those red flags, those are the times that you need to address those red flags right then and there. Because if you say that you walk into a relationship and you're constantly giving, that is a red flag. That, hey, I'm in a transactional relationship with this person. And I mean, everything that we do in life is transactional, but we do want to have genuine relationships with people where we are emotionally connected to one another. And when we're doing a transactional thing, that eliminates the emotional connection from out the relationship, because it's based on you do something for me, I do something for you. You do something for me, I do something for you. And if you go into the relationship with the expectation of every time you do something, this person owes you something, then that is definitely a transactional relationship.
Well, not necessarily, Keisha. Transactional relationships are a little, they can be different. They can be different. It's not about you do something for me, I do something for you, but it is about the relationship being giving, period.
Yes.
It has to be given, and it has to come from both sides. It's not a tit for tat because I owe you something, or you do something for me, I do something for you. But no, it has to be something that's giving. So the transactions can be said on two different parts. One, a person that's just constantly taking and receiving, or vice versa. But it must be giving on both sides willingly, and not
one-sided.
Not one-sided. Exactly.
And when I say transactional, because I know most I'm not even going to call it a relationship. If you're giving me money, and the first time that woman has sex with you and she's giving you nothing but sex, but you're constantly pouring your pockets out to her, and the only thing that she's giving you is opening her legs or her mouth to you, then that is most definitely a transactional relationship, because she's not giving you anything else but her body. That is her self-worth right there, her body. So as long as you accept that type of transaction in a relationship, that's what you're going to get out of that relationship. So, but we have more sex is not everything in a relationship. I like to be stimulated intellectually. I want you to hold my hand. I want you to take me to the museum. I want to talk about those pictures, those paintings, and everything that we're looking at in the museum. I like walks in the park. I want to talk about the ducks. I want to hear about the history of the lake. I want to know all of that type of stuff. I want to know how long that boat been floating in if you know all of that, that's intellectually. Teach me something. And at the same token, I'm going to find things that you don't know, and I'm going to take you on an exploration where we're going to explore New Orleans and do different things. We're going to be a tourist in the city. I'm going to take you around. I'm going to hold your hand and take you to places that you don't normally go. So that is a give and take relationship right there.
Well, my beautiful host, I'm going to have to go. My phone's about to go dead. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
You.
It has been a pleasure meeting you too. So y'all have a wonderful afternoon, and certainly, I love to do this again. You know?
Okay, when your phone is charged.
Yeah, because I mean, I got like 5%. It's gonna go dead in a second anyway. So,
Yeah,
all right.
so and I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for your perspective. And you want to tell the people who you are again before you go off and die.
Yeah, certainly. Jason Banks. I lived here in New Orleans. I've operated a business here for 37 years. Sell copiers. I own a copier company and represent Toshiba. So it's been a good ride for me and loving it. The company's going to be around for another 37 years. I know that. So thanks again. And certainly, any way I could help you anyway, let me know. All right. Good deal.
All right, Miss Lee. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye now.
So I guess Kevin's had to kind of dip off some kind of way, or his phone went dead, or whatever happened. But Kevin's is very challenging.
Where you at, Kevis? Don't be startled.
So we were talking about like the give and take of relationships before you jumped on, and he was asking me if I like last week we were talking about what makes a good man and why do we deserve that man. So he's like, everything y'all say on here is this man, this man, this man. So I guess he felt a little confident because he had another man on there and I was the only woman. Girl, he was attacking me on here like, what are you deserve?
Well, I'm sorry, I was trying to wrap my stuff up. I was trying to wrap it up.
Yeah, so he got on and he was talking about like, what do you want from a man? And like I was telling him, like, it's not all about what I am giving to someone. It's all about, it depends on who I'm seeing at that time and what their needs are, because everyone has different needs. Everyone has different things that they require in a relationship. Everyone doesn't require the same things in a relationship.
Right.
But if you're going into relationships and your absolute only point of contact with that person is for transactions, then that is an issue if you don't know anything outside of that. So I don't know what to say to y'all fellas out here that engage like that.
So I guess Kevin said we got to stop bashing them in, which I don't bash nobody because I give you both perspectives, the woman and the male perspective, because I think that regardless of what it is, we all go through the same things majority of the time. And men and women, they're not, is not exceptional for it. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it just is what it is. So True came on at the last minute. So she actually has her own podcast. She also does blogging on TikTok. You can catch her on with days and times.
I am on TikTok Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. ish Central Standard Time. I do coaching sessions basically on self-perception, empowerment, and leadership. So I do, and mental health as well. I do sessions from 6 p.m. until.
Yeah. So, like usually when I have people on these, I always try to have people that are in the profession of counseling or have lived experience, but most of the people that appear on this panel are professional people, and not saying that professional people have the best opinions, because so in the future, as I was saying, if you want to come on and give your perspective and join us on the podcast, all you have to do is message me and you can get on. And before we get off tonight, I just want to make note that the speed dating event is going to be canceled for this Friday. We're going to postpone it to a later date because of I was in the hospital and I had some things going on. So I did not have an opportunity to go out and actually promote the event the way that I wanted to promote the event. So with that being said, I'm going to be out in the community within the next couple of weeks, passing out flyers to you guys. I'm trying to get a date from the venue now as to when we can actually do the event. And I might just turn this event into a birthday party because after all, Kevis True and I have birthdays that week. It is Gemini season coming
Yes,
up.
guys.
And y'all know how Geminis cut up in the streets, baby. We gonna do it big. So,
Hey.
so I may just turn this into like a birthday party where you guys can come out, fellowship with us, having a couple of drinks, and we can
Have a
just
bunch of drinks.
have a bunch of drinks and
Bunch
just
of drinks.
party and live it up. So I'll definitely know, let you guys know the day and time. Hopefully, I'm pushing for I think the 6th is that week. So we'll be doing like Friday, the happy hour portion, the first part. The happy hour will be the speed dating, where you guys will get a chance to meet the love of your life, hopefully. And then
I don't need that.
and then from I think the event is like from 6 to 9, and then from 9 until we can kind of party and celebrate our birthdays.
It's a Gemini thing.
It's a Gemini thing, and that's what we're going to be promoting that. And hopefully you guys will be able to come out and join us on. I'm pushing for the 6th, y'all. I don't know what Kurt got going on that night, but hopefully let's keep our fingers crossed that the 6th is the day. And y'all can come out in these streets and join us for some adult fun. And like she said, have plenty drinks. And y'all saw how good that food looked when I posted the food the last time. And actually, the food is really, really good over there at LaRue's. Y'all should stop over there every Friday. He has a live band. Every other Friday, I want to say, he has a live band, and there are always different events going on over there. So y'all can kind of chime in and look at his website. It's LaRue's. I think he changed it from LaRue's on the Lake. I think it's Chicken Shack or something on the Lake. But you can look it up. It'll come up as LaRue's. And we're going to continuously bring you guys good topics every week. Of course, you can catch me on Instagram. Instagram at KPR Productions, LLC. And, of course, I have well, y'all, I just got a TikTok. I'm excited about that. I don't know what to do with it yet. I just got a TikTok for Wind Down Wednesday. So
Let's go
with TikTok every now and then, of course. And I'm on Facebook under my name, Keisha Reed. So if you are a friend of mine on Facebook, you get all the announcements and everything. And I would appreciate you guys as you spread the word. So I'm going to be doing something different coming up. Y'all just don't know. This is a sacrifice for me to come on here on Wednesdays because I love to be in the streets, but the streets don't love me. So I feel like this is something productive that I do. And I appreciate everyone that tunes into my podcast on Wednesdays and tune in and come on, like my good sister-in-law over here. She comes on when she can. She's always giving feedback. And some people just come on and they just look and listen. And that's okay. It's okay to just sit back and look and listen and watch this madness that we have going on. But what I really don't appreciate, and I hold, and Kevin's no, like how you just drop off the podcast. You don't say good night.
Just rude, Kevis. That was just rude.
That was just rude. You just drop off. I don't know if he got in his feelings. Did he leave and start crying when we started talking about something? I don't know. Did he get a little emotional? Like,
we gonna be all right. Kevis, come back. Kevis, come back.
What is happening here? And then so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a series for each month. So every month will be dedicated to a specific topic. So those are some of the changes that I'm going to be making. And so we can change up some stuff. So if y'all have topics that y'all want us to talk about on here, you can definitely send me your topics. I know y'all like the relationship stuff. That's a big thing. Y'all like to hear a bunch, different perspectives on that, on some of the female topics that we talk about. Y'all like to hear a lot about that. So like I said again, I really, really appreciate you guys for tuning in every Wednesday. I appreciate my panel that comes on and support me. These are my partners in crime, the people that I actually partner with, and you're going to be seeing them at different events that we kind of put on. So again, the speed dating is still going to happen. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen in June at a later date. We're still going to do the sip and paint. The sip and paint is going to happen as well. And then we're trying to do the power and partnership on First Fridays. And we said we're going to start those after the sip and paint. So we're trying to get some things going on. And I'm also going to be visiting different venues. So I'm going to be rotating. So this month I may be doing something at LaRue's, and then another month I may be doing something at another. But the speed dating is going to be kind of rotating from the East Bank to the West Bank. And as soon as we get the location on the West Bank, we will be letting you guys know. So you guys, you West Bankers over there, y'all, and I'm just say this, and you can hate me for saying it, I can't stand the West Bank. I hate traveling that bridge.
That's
but
all right. I travel anywhere my car goes. Thank y'all.
So we will be doing a speed dating. That will be a traveling event. So we're going to do, it's like a pop-up shop, y'all. So look for those dates and times of the speed dating at the different venues. So the bigger this thing gets, it's going to be free the first time. But the next time we're going to be charging a registration fee for you guys to get in, or entry fee. So I'm just trying to make sure that that we're able to pay the DJ. And if you guys want to Cash App and support my events and donate, my Cash App is $, Aja, AJA, because my daughter took over my Cash App. Is going to say the starting point, which is one of my other business adventures. So it's Aja Junior, AJA. That is my Cash App, and I'll post that on my social media sites. So if you want to send a donation and help support the events, or if you just want to donate, put something towards donating the wine that I purchase on a weekly basis when I do that, you can do that. So again, I'll see you guys next Wednesday in the same time, 7:00. Look out for the date of the speed dating. I want this to be a big event, a fun event. So please come out. Get the single guys to come out. I want you single guys to be in the place to be. And I want some fine, beautiful men, Black kings to come out. Okay? All right.
Lord.
You guys, what, True? What I did, Jonah?
Nothing.
When I said big fine men coming.
I said nothing. I got some in one of them.
Oh, well, baby, I ain't participating in a speed dating, but I ain't got no man right now, but I am taking applications. I just want y'all to know.
That part. Okay.
I'm open for business.
Not me.
That part.
I'm close.
Right. Good night.